This video is about the volume formulas for prisms and pyramids. You can see here some examples of both prisms and pyramids. What you might notice is the prisms and pyramids all get their names from the shape of their base. For example, a triangular prism has a triangular base. A rectangular pyramid has a rectangular base. So that's how we decide how these shapes are named. For prisms, prisms are always shapes that have two bases. Prisms always have two bases, and those bases are parallel. We can think of them as the ends of the shape or the top and bottom of the shape, but they're always directly across from each other, and they are exactly the same shape. Pyramids only have one base. Pyramids only have one base, so they have a base that may be on the bottom, it may be on the side, and it may be on the top. And across from that base is a pointy top. So if the base is on the side, the pointy top will be on the other side. If the base is on the bottom, the pointy top will be at the top. In 7th grade, we are going to focus mostly on triangular, square, and rectangular prisms and pyramids. And the way we calculate the volume, we're going to start with prisms. The formula up here will apply to any type of prism. And this formula, B times H, the uppercase B stands for area of the base, and the lowercase h stands for the height of the prism. Again, the base of a prism is the shape that's at either end or the top and bottom of the prism. I've shown you the bases of these prisms in blue. There's a second base that we can't see from the way these pictures are drawn. The height of a prism is the distance between the two bases. So if we were to connect the two bases with a line and measure that line, it's the height of the prism. And I've highlighted the height of each of these prisms in red. Similarly, for pyramids, I've highlighted the bases in blue because that is part of our volume calculation as well. The volume formula for a prism is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. The height of a pyramid is a little bit tricky. It's not one of the edges of the pyramid, but it's the imaginary line that connects the base to the tip-top point of the pyramid. So that height, straight up and down or perpendicular from the base to the point of the pyramid, is the height. And I've highlighted the heights of each of these pyramids in red. So while we have these general formulas that use the area of the base and the height of the pyramid or prism in the formula, we can also use what we know about calculating area of each of these shapes, like triangles, squares, and rectangles that are part of our bases. For example, a triangular prism, the area of the base, or the area of a triangle, is represented by 1/2 base times height. For a square prism, the area of the base, or uppercase B, is represented by side squared. And for a rectangular prism, the area of the base, or the area of the rectangle, is represented by length times width. We have to be super careful on the triangle because we notice there are two different heights represented here. This height in the blue part of the formula is referring to the height of this triangular base, whereas the red H represents the height of the prism. Similarly, we can use those specific area of the base formulas to find more specific volume formulas for pyramids as well. Once we know all of these formulas, all we have to do is read our questions carefully, identify the information that we need to fill in the formula, substitute it in the right place, and do the math.